Hey everyone, and welcome to Shuriken Skills number 39 here in the Work Smarter Not Harder dojo with me, Tony Harmer, aka the Design Ninja. What we're going to do in this Shuriken skill is cover the very basics of using blends in Illustrator, and then through the rest of the week we'll be getting more detailed. So this one's just the fundamentals, but as with anything else in Illustrator, having good fundamental skills makes sure that you're doing things in the most efficient way, and it makes things easier too. So starting simply, if I've got two objects selected, such as these two rectangles, and I want to blend them, then I can use the shortcut Alt-Command-B or Alt-Control-B. I'll just undo that, or go to the Object menu and choose Blend and Make. Same thing just there. And you can see those two things are blended. However, if I just bring this hexagon to the front here in this blend, so I've just used the shortcut Shift-Command-Right bracket to bring that to the front, and select these three items and blend them in the same way, you can see how that blend passes from the star, which is actually at the back, through the circle at the bottom up to the hexagon. Let me just undo that. And that's where you need the blend tool. And if you tap W on your keyboard, then you can click through and you're in control of the order in the way things are blended. You can also use blends to create subtle gradient shading. And if I click here in the two parts of the cloud, you can see how those things have been blended together, and now I've got all this soft and kind of nice shading going on there. You can blend as well between anchor points. So just for example, I've got some gradient strokes here, and if I click on the one on the left over to the one on the right, you can see they blend in that linear fashion. And if I just deselect those and come down to the identical strokes underneath, this time I'm going to click on the anchor point at the top. And if you look closely, you can see how the cursor changes color when I approach an anchor point. So if I click at the top of that stroke there and then come down and click on the anchor at the bottom of the stroke on the right, you can see how that changes the blend. The other option you have with blends, if I just select this colorful blend in the middle here, is to change the way that the blend occurs. At the moment, this is doing a smooth blend. To access the blend options, you can either double click on the blend tool or go to the object menu, down to blend and blend options from there. So here's my smooth color, but if I change it to specified steps, and change that to something like 7, for example, and just tab away, you can see how that changes. If I change it to specified distance, and here I'll enter a bigger number like 50, just there you can see that's 50 in between the center of each of the shapes that it creates there. And finally, you can change how it orients. Here it's orienting to the page, but I can also get it so it aligns to the path as well. And there you are. That's the basics of using the blend tool, and over the rest of the week we're going to get more involved in our blend tool techniques in this 5-star Shuriken special. But for now we're done, and I'll see you tomorrow for another Shuriken skill. See ya.